How good was Mortal Kombat? I am so pumped after seeing this movie. I really enjoyed it so much. I'm so glad it did really well, to be honest, because, you know, I had that such high expectation about it, and, you know, it was filmed in my home city, and I just wanted it to do really well, and it really did. And it looks like the world, I think it's number 1 in the world right now, number 1 in the US, so that's massive. That's a massive win, especially during all this COVID pandemic time that we're in now. It was really good, and I'm proud of the movie because it was, as I said, it was filmed all in South Australia, in Adelaide, and I feel like it's close to my heart, and I'm really proud that it did really well. And I did recognize some of the scenes from, like, I know where some of the scenes were filmed, and I recognize some of the suburbs and the places, so it was really cool to see, even though a lot of it was green screened and stuff. My husband did work on the first scene. He was a stand-in the first scene, and a stand-in in one of the middle scenes when they were in that cave area, and that scene when Nitara got cut in half. He was there. Yeah, he saw how they did that, and yeah, that was in a studio not far from where I live. So cool, so surreal. It was really cool that they had some really famous actors and some were not so famous, and basically their first big thing. They had a lot of Australian local actors as well. The girl who played Lewis Tan, Cole Young, his daughter is just a schoolgirl from Adelaide. I think she's an actor, but I remember when they had that casting call because they wanted a certain look. Yeah, so that was really cool. I loved the characters. I loved how they looked like their characters. They really did look like them. I loved how they used people of colour. There were more main actors of colour than white actors, and that was good to see. I haven't actually personally seen the old original Mortal Kombat movies, and I have heard bad things about them, so I'm not going to really watch them, I don't think. But I did hear that they were very whitewashed, so it was really cool to see in this one that it wasn't. I've heard most people like this movie. I had some people comment to me on Reddit saying it was terrible, or maybe it was just one person, but it was not terrible. I don't know what they're talking about. They said it looked great, all that stuff, but the story was terrible. What was wrong with the story? I think it was fine. I didn't think there was anything wrong with it. I thought it was entertaining, and it was setting it up for sequels to come. I think it was interesting to have this new character of Cole Young. I think maybe, I'm not sure why they did that. Why to have a character who's new. Maybe to have it so we can relate to it. Maybe to throw something more interesting in there, to have something different. I thought the opening scene was very heartbreaking and unexpected. I thought it was really heartbreaking, but it was cool to see the history of Scorpion and Sub-Zero and how they become who they are. How Scorpion was Hanzo at the start and Sub-Zero was Bihan. I thought that was cool how they showed that and how they've been really enemies for a very long time. I thought the costumes were great. I thought the props were great. I thought the editing was great as well. It was really cool to see how Sub-Zero basically froze everything. I thought that was creepy, but really cool. I also really liked, and it's funny, I recognized the area where they filmed Sonya Blade's house. Is funny. There's a bridge they drove by, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I know that bridge. So that was cool too. I really liked Kano. I thought he was funny as just the stuff he kept saying. But one thing I would have liked to have seen is more female characters. I think Sonya Blade's obviously really, really cool, really strong. I would like to see a few more female characters as well. Melina was cool as well. I would like to see more of her. I liked seeing how Jax got his arms. It was just so well done, I think, and such a visibly appealing movie. I love the action and the gore and stuff. It's nothing that's really like outstanding to me. I know it's obviously a lot more gory than the other ones that were made, the other films, but it's suitable for the game, I guess. It's true to the game. But it's nothing that made me go, oh, yuck, or whatever, because to be honest, I guess when Nitara got cut, but at the same time, like pulling out the heart and stuff, that stuff that I see in Vampire Diaries, and you see that sort of stuff in Game of Thrones and all that. So it's not like anything shocking. I thought it was fine. I thought the violence was fine. I think it was a cool group to see get together. Like you see things in like Avengers, and you see different people come together, different heroes come together. It's cool to see in Mortal Kombat these different personalities come together. Some parts of it were heartbreaking, some deaths. I guess we're going to see a bit more of that later in the sequel. I also believe that all the bad guys are going to come back. I think that's what's going to happen. Sub-Zero is going to come back. I'm going to have all those guys come back again. It would be so cool to see all these new characters that weren't in the first movie to come into the second, etc. I think it's just going to flow on from there. They're just going to keep introducing all the characters. So I'm keen for that. And Johnny Cage, when he's like, I'm going to Hollywood, I knew it was going to be Johnny Cage. It was just so cool how they did that. And I'm keen to see how that plays out. Like when he goes to LA and finds him, or what happens. It's all really exciting and badass. It's a new film franchise for everyone to look forward to, like a new action film. You know, we've always got Marvel, we've got DC, but, you know, I guess it's the end of Avengers, so I'm not that I'm comparing this to Avengers, I'm not at all, but I'm just saying it's like, you know, it's a new kind of film like that. I definitely loved it. I thought it was great to see new faces. Yeah, it was just exciting. I went with all my family and supported my husband who worked on the film as a stand-in. But yeah, it was definitely a great movie. I can't wait to watch it again. I'm going to stream it. It's a movie that I could probably watch over and over again. Like, I don't have to just watch it once and that's it. Like, I think I'm definitely going to have to watch it more. So this movie was awesome. I loved it. Personally, 5 stars in my opinion. I'm yet to see a really bad review of the film, to be honest. I've looked up reviews and generally it's all been pretty good, so pretty like 99% sure we're going to get a sequel. I think last night I saw an article that there was definitely a sequel. But yeah, let me know what you thought of the movie. Did you enjoy it? Did it meet your expectations? And who was your favorite character? Don't forget to like and subscribe and let me know what you think in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching.